As 2017 is winding down, some feel that it was a really solid year for gaming, giving us awesome games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Super Mario Odyssey. You can check out our top 5 games of 2017 right here at Game Nation. If you are feeling generous this holiday season, feel free to give us a like and subscribe, and we can do that whole Secret Santa thing. As good as 2017 was, for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. Some games disappointed fans of longtime series, some have never been heard of outside of a GameStop, and one attempted to be something it wasn't. Some of these games we kept playing as if we were watching the Star Wars prequel trilogy for the 50th time, hoping we'd somehow get better.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
But would rather force choke ourselves than finish episode 2 again. Not all of these games are terrible, but certainly disappointed over the course of 2017. If you haven't played any of these games, consider yourself lucky. If you have played these games, I'm sorry you'll never get that time back again, and we feel your pain. This is Jay from Game Nation, and this is the top 5 worst console games of 2017.
Number 5.
At the top of this dung heap is Elex from THQ Nordic. This sci-fi RPG suffers from identity crisis. It feels like one part Destiny, one part Witcher, and one part Technomancer, taking the worst of each and putting it together in one fine technical mess. The story started off strong with factions fighting for a limited resource, called Elex, that turns you into, well, basically a Vulcan. A fractured story, shoddy mechanics, and technical problems played this relatively unknown title that was buried by a slew of AAA games that was definitely more worth your time and money.
Number 4.
Next up on our list is this disaster piece, Troll and I from Maximum Games. It's hard to believe that this game almost made it under the Square Enix umbrella. Everything about this game is just ugly. The characters are ugly, the animation is ugly, the voice acting is ugly, the mechanics are ugly, and the story is not very good. Not to mention that Troll and I was swamped by technical issues. You follow a young boy named Otto who makes friends with a giant troll who's being chased by a hunter who's also ugly. There is nothing about this game that would benefit anyone who played it.
Number 3.
Ready at Dawn Studio is known for games like The Order 1886 and God of War Chains of Olympus. It was really confusing when they announced the multiplayer Brawler DeFormers. DeFormers was developed by Ready at Dawn and published by GameStop's publishing company, GameTrust. You play as a squishy entity with the ability to earn skins to change your skill set and appearance of your squishy thing. You can play in combat mode where you earn power-ups and try to defeat other players or just knock them off the edge of the map. There's also a Rocket League style soccer match that could have been fun if anyone knew how to actually play it. I mean, the soccer field on the farm in Destiny 2 is way more fun than this. Poor controls and less appealing reasons to play made it difficult to play this online game that no one was actually online playing.
Number 2.
Fans of the critically acclaimed Rio Carnival series were excited when they announced they were going to break away from the strategy RPG and publish an action RPG spin-off, releasing on Xbox One, PS4, and the PS Vita in June. It promised to bring something new to the series, and it did. It brought a super convoluted story, many long unskippable cutscenes, and a mediocre gameplay sprinkled in for good measure. The story revolves around the war between the Jutland and the Russian Empire and is told from the perspective of a teacher relaying to a student what really happened versus what the student has been taught. The story plays out more like a visual novel than an action RPG, with long cutscenes centered around a table discussing what may or may not have happened. Fans were hoping for more action in their action-oriented RPG from Mediavision, and what they got was a badly animated movie that was very light on the action. And before we reveal our number 1 pick for the worst console game of 2017, here are some Watch Mojo style honorable mentions.
Number 1.
With the highly anticipated Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, releasing on December 15th, EA was banking on Star Wars Battlefront 2 being a huge success. So much so that the folks at EA were rubbing their greedy little fingers together in hopes of making a huge financial impact. Thinking with their wallets and not considering their fan base, EA screwed up Star Wars yet again. EA promised a campaign that ended up being a narrative mess with random chapters moving away from the main plot and protagonist, and was also incomplete. Luckily, the DLC is free, including the conclusion to the main story. The real disaster is EA's decision to center the progression system in the multiplayer around star cards, which can only be obtained through loot boxes. The intention was for the player to either grind for way too many hours to earn enough credits to unlock heroes or buy the loot crates to get star cards, or just pay for them with real money. Loot crates are completely random, and after Disney insisted that EA remove microtransactions, the progression system is just a mess and not fun at all. The progression system is so bad in the backlash surrounding EA's use of microtransactions that it cost EA an estimated $3 billion in stock drops. It also has Star Wars fans and gamers petitioning for Lucasfilm to revoke EA's license to publish under the Star Wars umbrella. If the damage that Battlefront 2 has caused EA doesn't deserve the mantle for worst game of 2017, I don't know what does. What was the worst game that you played in 2017? Does your list look anything like our list? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching. We bring new videos each and every week, so stay tuned for more news, reviews, and playthroughs right here at Game Nation. I'm Jay. I'm finished, done, gone. I'm out.